Michael Jordan, The Illuminati, Part 2. Let's get serious. I'm making this video, Part 2, to Michael Jordan, The Illuminati, because when I made my first video, people seemed to think that it was satire, or that it was a joke, or perhaps I just didn't like Michael Jordan, and it wasn't my favorite team or whatever. But the truth is much deeper than I think anyone is really willing to face. You see, the truth is, I have nothing against Michael Jordan whatsoever on a personal level. He has absolutely nothing really to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how the Illuminati uses figures like Michael Jordan for their symbolic agenda. You see, Michael Jordan is just a pawn in the game. He is a puppet to the masters, the elite, the elders of the Illuminati, who use famous figures so that you will idolize and worship what they want you to worship. And that is their bull god of the Bible. So you can watch a number of my videos where I explain in detail about the fascination and the worshiping of the sacred bull god since ancient times by the elders or the elite, the rulers of the world. In previous videos, I have clearly explained about the worship of the winged bull from ancient civilizations like the Assyrians, the Akkadians, and the Babylonians, for example. And this ancient winged bull is known as the Shedu or the Lamassu. It is the cherub. That's right, it's the angel that is seen in the Bible with the 4 attributes, with the human head that has bull horns and a beard, the body of a lion, as well as a bull who has the bull hooves or feet, and then the wings that represent the eagle wings. So the truth is, this Malach, or the messenger of the Bible, the angel, is really just the message of the zodiac. In fact, this is the same cross that you'll find on Red Bull that shows you the 4 quadrants, and of course it shows you the Bibles as well as the winged bull that flies through the air. And that's exactly why they tell you that when you drink the blood of the bull, you will have wings and you can fly too. So now that you understand about the Illuminati's winged bull that flies through the air, you'll understand why Michael Jordan, who plays on the Bulls, the Red Bulls, flies through the air. And of course, his shoes are called Air Jordans, which of course is produced and made by the Illuminati company called Nike. And why do you think they chose Nike to be the producers of Jordan Airs? Because Nike was the goddess of sports. You see, Nike was the goddess who slayed the bull. And how's this Nike ad where they say, just do it? And of course, the Illuminati symbolism continues with the Illuminati number of 23, which is the number of Michael Jordan. And believe me, the Illuminati number 23 is not a recent phenomenon. It is an ancient, esoteric, deep hidden number of the Illuminati. So you see, that's why they made the recent movie called 23 starring Jim Carrey. He is the crazy guy, the only one actually who knows the hidden esoteric truth of the number 23. In fact, the enigma of the number 23 can be found in countless Hollywood films. from older movies to the newer ones. Like in the Illuminati movie, The Big Lebowski, where he always used bowling alley number 23. And in Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper appears every 23 years. And in Star Wars, on the final assault of the Death Star, they had to stay on target on 23 degrees. And in The Matrix, it is the utmost importance to choose 23 people to repopulate Zion. And the list goes on, so keep your eye out for the Illuminati number of 23. So now you know why they tell us that Julius Caesar was stabbed 23 times, and why Jacques de Molay was the 23rd last Grand Master of the Knights Templar. And of course, the Quran was revealed to Muhammad in 23 years. And it's funny because a few days ago, something told me that I need to make an update to this Michael Jordan Illuminati video. And then I came home last night and my daughter shows me a new video by Miley Cyrus about Michael Jordan and the number 23. And by the way, Miley was born on the 23rd day. In fact, she was born on 11/23. You see, the 23rd hour is the last hour, which is actually the 11th hour, the connection of 23 and 11. And I have much more connections to talk about later in this video, but for now, let's get back to the Illuminati number of 23. So I could go on and on about the Illuminati number of 23, especially how it relates to September 11th, where we have the two towers that were made of 3. Or like when you add up the numbers of September 11th, the numbers equal 23. Oh, and of course, the Illuminati's Emergency Command Center in Building 7, where they carried out the attacks of September 11th, was on floor 23. And if you do your research, perhaps now you'll understand why on September 11th they talk about Flight 23. So like I said, I could go on and on about the Illuminati number of 23. And if you think it's just some stupid conspiracy, well, then you certainly have not done your homework, because the number 23 has deep esoteric meaning. And by the way, the number 23 is why I got involved in all of this conspiracy over 10 years ago, when I was told about the number 23 and I laughed, and then I started seeing the number 23 everywhere. Okay, but now I'm gonna get real deep and serious about the number 23. You see, although the number 23 holds a lot of esoteric meaning within itself in numerology, it actually holds an esoteric meaning by being related to July 23rd. You see, July 23rd dates back thousands of years to the ancient Sumerians and the Egyptians, which was their calendar new year on the helical rising of Sothis, better known today as Sirius, the dog star of Canis Major, the brightest star in our night sky, which rose from behind the sun on July 23rd. You see, my knowledge of the dog star Sirius, which rises on July 23rd, compelled me to make this video about Michael Jordan, whose number is 23, because his father died, or should I say was assassinated and sacrificed on July 23rd. So if you have eyes to see the unseen like I do, then this information alone would be enough to expose the symbolism of the Illuminati. But as I was making this video, would you believe that I discovered that the theme song for Michael Jordan and the Bulls is a song by the Alan Parsons Project that's called Sirius. It's the song and the music that you've been listening to this entire video. And of course, it's from the album called The Eye in the Sky. Now, of course, Sirius is known as a double star system, Sirius A and Sirius B, and the relationship with Orion and his dog that fights the Taurus bull. Now, I'm dead serious. Michael Jordan's father was killed on July 23rd in 1993. And the closest approach of Sirius A and B was in 1993. Now get this, the rising of Sirius marked the time of the year when the Nile River would flood. Thus, the dog star's relationship with the underworld and death. So perhaps now, you'll understand why the film Dog Days of Summer has the theme of the drowning.
Jackson!
And remember the Great Flood of 1993. But I want you to think about Michael Jordan's father and where he was found on July 23rd when he was found dead. He was found in the water of the river, the flood theme of Sirius.
Good day. We're coming on the air now with word that the body of James Jordan, father of Chicago Bulls basketball star Michael Jordan, has been found in a creek near the border between South and North Carolina.
James Jordan on July 23rd of 1993.
Right back there, they found Mr. Michael Jordan's father. It was one of the biggest tragedies we had around here.
July 23rd and the Sirius Dog Star, or the God Star. Sirius is the rising star. Thus, a star is born. The All-Stars. And now you know why the Bulls have the rising star. And remember my documentary on The Dark Knight Rises, where they tell you a fire will rise? And of course the relationship with 23. And so now you understand about Sirius and the dog star logo and the eye. And so now you'll understand why Sirius Black from Harry Potter could change into a dog. So now that you understand about the dog star and Sirius and July 23rd, you better go back and watch the movie 23, because it's all about the sacred number of 23. And yes, it's about July 23rd, the dog star. And that's exactly why Jim Carrey in the movie 23 is a dog catcher, which is why they keep showing you the theme of the dog. And that's why the dog's name is Ned, because NED equals 23. And that's exactly why they released the DVD on July 23rd.